Okay, so I see a whole lot of videos talking about different ways to find the overall length of a bullet when you're trying to load, and the majority of them do a very stupidly slow way of doing it. I've seen one that was a just stupid way to do it. So the common method people do is they'll just seat the bullet to the maximum overall length that the reloading manual says, and they'll drop in the barrel, and if it plinks, awesome. If it doesn't, they pull it back out, redo the dies, push it down another 5/1000th or 10,000th of an inch, drop it back in the barrel, see if it fits, and keep doing that till they get there, which just takes forever because you have to keep pulling it back out, adjust your die another a flat or a half a flat, throw it back in, just keep going over and over again. Another method I saw is somebody using a piece of brass that was kind of loose enough that they could just kind of have the bullet sort of stay stiff and push it in and then pull it back out and hope that the lands and grooves didn't just grab the bullet and pull it back to some longer length again and just keep fussing with it like that. There is a much easier way. It's simple addition on top of that. So you don't have to screw with that. You can I could take 10 different bullet profiles and get the maximum overall length for this one barrel in maybe 12 minutes. 10 to 15 minutes max. So the basic premise of what we're doing, hold another bullet next to it, we're taking 3 distances. We're measuring the length of the bullet. Then I drop the bullet into the barrel, and I measure to the length at the side of the barrel, which is what this line here represents. And then I add on the length of the brass that's hanging out the back. That's all it is, just 3 measurements. And the last measurement I only have to do once. So got a piece of 40. When you're trying to do this, it's a good idea to go pick up 5 or 10 pieces of brass, measure them all, just get something on the shorter end, because if you go the longer end, you'll end up potentially having some bullets that'll hang a little bit sometimes. So I just drop it in, pick a side, because the 2 sides are different lengths. If I'm going to do one side, I got to stick with that one. And then just slide down. Now I got my first depth, which is 0.108. So scribble that down over here. 0.108. 0.108. Next, I'll do the first bullet here. This bullet is 0.621 for the length. So 180 XTP, 0.621. Now that's a 180 Hornady XTP, and I got a 165 grain flat point. Now we got 0.583. So scribble that down. And last part, go drop them in. So bullet goes in, and measuring against the side. And I've got 0.65 even. Now for the Hornady, same thing. Drop it in, measure the side, 0.665. Now 108, 650, 583, 1.341 inches is the maximum I can do for that. So done, and I can just go do the math for the rest of the stuff and have nothing else to mess with. So this is a very simple, quick process. You don't need to go screw with your dies. You can figure out a whole bunch of barrel lengths. You don't even need to clean the gun, though it's a little less messy if you do. And there you go.